Hi, folks. I'm just going to go ahead and do this test right now to see if I can go ahead and start using the new technology in order to get a very important subject across to you regarding foreclosures. We're in a system right now where the entire United States is under attack by the bankers. They call them the banksters. There's a lot of groups that are trying to go ahead and help. Before I even begin, I have a lifetime teaching credential issued by the State of California Department of Education to teach the subjects of real estate law, real estate principles, real estate practices, real estate economics, real estate appraisal, and real estate finance. These would be all of the subjects that are required in order for an individual to pass his real estate broker's license. I've held this lifetime teaching credential since 1978. If you need to check, you can check. The license number is with the State of California Department of Education, ODO 001. And I might add, they no longer issue lifetime teaching credentials, and it's college level course training. I've decided to come out of retirement on this subject because I've seen the most unprecedented in my lifetime, and it looks like in the history of the world, land fraud taking place. And you may be a victim. You need to fight back. You may still lose your home. I can't guarantee you that you're going to keep it. But I guarantee you one thing. If you do absolutely nothing, you will be sleeping in your car. These people are not going to do a darn thing to help you. They don't care about you, and it's really, truly all about the money. If you try to resist physically, the sheriff will shoot you. When they come to take your home, they take your furniture and they put it out on the sidewalk. And it's the coldest, most heartless procedure that I hope to God you will never have to see. 4 million Americans have already been foreclosed on. In fact, on the street that I'm sitting at, every other home on my street has been foreclosed on. My neighbors are gone. I have all new neighbors. I don't know their names. We've only been here 7 years. It's really pathetic. So what I'm hoping to do with my series of lectures will be to provide you with the ammunition that you're going to need to fight back. You have to understand that we're dealing with what the Japanese called us in World War II, a paper tiger. Well, you fight paper with more paper. And what I intend to do here is to put together a workbook that you can fill in as long as you know your name and your property address, all the legal forms that you need to file with the county recorder's office, with the office of the comptroller of the currency, who happens to be the Treasury of the United States, with your district attorney, with your county sheriff, with your legal representatives, which would be your congressmen, your senators. That information will be contained in your workbook. Once you get this workbook, the forms will be filled out for you completely. You fill in your name and your address, and you begin the process of defending yourself. Now, if you have an attorney and you can afford the $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 that they want, you don't need to buy my book. My book's going to be $29.99, my workbook. And I made it that inexpensive because I spent 4 years of research putting this together. Why? Because we were losing our home too. And I was successful in staving off that foreclosure. We're still underwater. Let's get real. We're nothing but renters here. Pool, jacuzzi, real nice property, real nice neighborhood. But we are renters. We know that. But at least we have a roof over our head. Sad enough to say. For some of you, the next 4 million people that are about ready to be thrown into their cars, I suggest you contact me. My email address is rnld, and my last name, O'Donnell, O'Donnell, @AOL.com. Or you can call me. The home phone number here is 909-862-5789. My cell phone is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because I intend to go there and retire. And I've been going back and forth looking for a little shack in the woods. That's where I'm from anyway. But the cell phone is 724-216-4765. And with that, I'm hoping you'll contact me. I want you to look at my videos. I'm going to try to put them in little 3 to 5 minute segments. You'll notice on the next ones, I won't be in my garage, and I won't be in a old jacket and a t-shirt. I'll have a suit and tie on. Look a little bit more presentable. But again, you have to start somewhere, and I guess this is a good place to start. Right in the garage. I'm wishing all of you the best. I can't promise you anything other than if you do nothing, you will lose. They've got all their ammunition out, and they're firing at us with papers. I'm going to give you ammunition, and you can fire back. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give them your home. I don't care if they call it a short sale. I don't care what they call it. Stay there until the sheriff physically removes you. If you have to fight, this is the time to do it. Oh, and if you're worried about your credit being better because you did this short sale and you cooperated with the bank, that's the biggest misunderstanding. The moment you sold, the short sale, your credit was ruined just as much as if you went through the whole foreclosure process. They'll try to make you believe that the banks will like you. But if they really liked you, they wouldn't take your house. And why would you want someone that took your property to like you anyway? So you really need to get real. You need to get out of the fantasy aspect of this. And I know it's all about shame, humility, being beaten. But let's face it, we were. But we need to pick ourselves back up. What you need to know is while you still have title to your real estate, title is everything. You have rights while you have title to the property. All this court process is about stealing your title to your real estate, because once they obtain title, you have no rights. You're done. It's over. It may take them a little bit longer to get rid of you, foreclose on you, get the sheriff out there. So what you have to do is, while you still have your title to the property, and even if you've been foreclosed on, if you're still in your house, you have possession of the property. You still have rights. But once you get in your car and go down the sidewalk and walk down the street away from your house and give it up, abandon it, you've abandoned any future rights, not just for you, but for your children, for your grandchildren, for everyone you know. Now, one of the things I'm going to teach you how to place liens on your property. Say you borrowed $20,000, $30,000 from your mother to get into the house. Your mother is entitled to be paid back at that foreclosure sale. You can place a lien on that real estate. You can place a mechanic's lien, so-called. There's 40 variations of liens. Put a lien on the property. Cost you $12 at the county recorder's office, depending on your county. What else can you do? Just a little hint. Fractionalize your real estate. Instead of waiting for you to die, go ahead and fractionalize your title. Sign over your title to your minor children. Guess what? They can't foreclose on minor children. They have to get a special court order to foreclose on a minor child. You're no longer the title holder, but your children are. Give them a chance to shoot. The court has to deal with, wait, they're only 6 years old. Well, now what do? We can't foreclose on a 6-year-old. Put your liens on there. Fractionalize your title. Fight back with paperwork. It's minimal cost. But you just need to know how to fight back. And that's what my workshops, which you will be getting copies of, are intended to do. So with this short message of introduction, I want to say goodbye. I'm hoping that you'll get in touch with me. I have other items that I'd like you to do when I talk to you. I'll send those along. Filing your complaint with the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, they can't foreclose on you while that complaint is open. The complaints to the DAs, et cetera, you need to start building a case. And this is a rather lengthy process, but it does beat sleeping in your car and putting your children in a shelter and losing control of your family, losing control of your life. If I can help you, you're welcome to call me. You're asking me, well, why am I doing this now? I just went through it. 3 years of hell. I'm hoping I can prevent that for you. With that, will you sign me off? And you are welcome to call. God bless, and God bless America.
You got